MLB Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Cleveland Indians and the Miami Marlins. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Trevor Richards will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Tyler Naquin. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little bit, maybe a little hit and run, maybe a little old school baseball.
Max Moroff comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Moroff, a 5'10" switch hitter. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Just starting things out here in South Florida. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Digging in, Magneuris Sierra. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
You know, Matty V, it's not easy to do. Even though this is a mini 2-game set, to win 2 games on the road, D-Row, a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, you walk in here, you take the plane flight in saying if we could work a split, 1-1, we'd feel good about getting on the plane and getting out of here. But all bets are off once you win the first one. You want to complete the sweep.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, they have to be very happy so far with the performance they're getting out of that guy in the 8th spot. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Low for ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Batting third, the second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And there's ball 2 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing in the Miami first. We've played an inning in South Florida. Settling in now, Francisco Lindor. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2. Slice down the left side, but foul. Drilled to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first down of the inning.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Here now is Jake Bauers. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the. So digging in now, Jorge Alfaro set to lead off the home half of the second. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
1-1. Misses for the second ball. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Right side, hit hard. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 25.
Into the box, Kim looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Rodriguez has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. After it is Martin. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH, but don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Working for the punch out and the offering. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Kim on second. Riddle is over at first with 1 away. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 to count now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Standing in now, Trevor Richards. Squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 34.
Coming to the plate now, Magneuris Sierra. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bowers is after it, and he makes the catch as just the one run comes. Here's Leonis Martin. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Kevin Plawecki. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jeffrey Rodriguez. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Sierra's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. It remains.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third. And this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Coming into this one, they find themselves last in the league in runs scored. And a big part of that has to do with their lack of home run production, a category where they also rank dead last. In talking to a member of the front office, he acknowledged how important home runs are to scoring runs in today's sport, and that they simply haven't done a good enough job of getting the power bats they need in place. He went on to say, it's probably the #1 problem we have to address going forward. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Now batting, second base.
So stepping in, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ball 2 now.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
2-1 now. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Now a swing and a miss as Castro was retired here for the first out. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. There's one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Now another 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a liner. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Second baseman, Max Moroff.
Here's Max Moroff standing in. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. No runs, no hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Hit out towards second. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Ready now, Jose Ramirez.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Here comes another 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Moroff ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Fastball just missed above the zone.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
3-1 the count now.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take him,
and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1. So striding in, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. To second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3. just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Kim, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
The third baseman, Brian.
Stepping in, Brian Anderson. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
JT Riddle waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Struck him out. Now in the box, JT Riddle looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2. Stepping in, Jake Bowers hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cooper has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Leonis Martin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1. To third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland, the catcher.
First pitch on its way. Popped up. Kim is calling for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Leading off the inning, Garrett Cooper, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Fielder, Garrett Cooper.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Softly hit out to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The pitcher, number 36.
At the plate, Trevor Richards comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Harold Ramirez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Ramirez.
Now a curveball misses inside, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is line to left, and that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 34.
Coming to the plate now, Magneuris Sierra. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 0-1 the count.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away. Jason Kipnis will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Arlene Garcia takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for,
and he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Garcia, a 6'3" left-hander. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. This is swung on and grounded to the shortstop, Riddle. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tyler.
So striding forward now, Tyler Naquin. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Riddle into shallow left, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Max Moroff. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Naquin, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Nothing doing for the Indians there, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Tyler Clippard enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Digging in, Rosell Herrera. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Bowers sprinting after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So stepping in, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Grounded back up the middle. Morrow moving to his right, and that's the second out. Tyler Olson comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Martin Prado will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. One and one to count to Martin Prado.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Brian Anderson would be next. Three and one. Here it is. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. One left for Martin Prado will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first.
Digging in, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pitch popped up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Please.
Tyler Kinley comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throwing to second. And he had 2 on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve ball, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Santana in front with a 2-0 count. 3-0 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Carlos Santana goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box now, Jake Bauers. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Sierra is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Into the box now, Brian Anderson will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Olson, a 6'3" left-hander. He was selected in the 7th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Stepping up now, J.T. Riddle. He went down on strikes last time up. Popped straight up. Ramirez ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Adam Simber takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. In now for Cleveland, Leonis Martin. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Number 2, Leonis Martin. Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call.
Sergio Romo.
This is line to left. And there's a base hit. So a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Martin on at first. Nobody out. On the line, that's a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
The 1-2. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Reined in. 2 runs, 8 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And it's fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitches
gloved by Castro. Castro with a great slide. Not in time. Now striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Giving chase is Sierra, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now. And the run is in to score from third. So here's the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third. Oliver Perez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Oliver.
John Birdie will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Birdie.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The center fielder, number 34.
Now at the plate, Magneuris Sierra. He could really use a knock here. Peter O'Brien will come on as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Marlins, number 45.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. O'Brien, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Rosell Herrera. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Marlins get a bit closer. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Now batting, second baseman.
Oh, man. That can only count for 1 run. That was an absolute bomb. He squared it up as good as you can. And there wasn't a person in the building that didn't think that was gone.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins get 1 back thanks to the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. It's now 4-2. Peter O'Brien will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 45.
Drew Steckenrider will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch. John Birdie is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now playing right field, number 55.
He's set. Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. In his career against this pitcher, he's 0 for 5. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fast.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the 2nd out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 2.
Now to the plate, Leonis Martin. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. And he gets ahead 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brad Hand takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. And that misses for ball 1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Hand, a 6'3" left-hander. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Martin is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th. This crowd was open for 1 away. He's set, and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
In now, Brian Anderson. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Martin. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. From the stretch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Prado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Miami down to their last strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. 4-2 the final score tonight.
The final line score for our ball game.